Hello all my racer chasers out there in YouTube land. I'm here for another racing meeting as per usual because I can't get enough of this stuff because I'm addicted and this is apparently cheaper than heroin, I think. Can someone come back to me with the heroin prices? We are here at the Queensland Raceway for round 2 of the Aussie racing cars, my favourite series in all the wide world, here with the Australian Superbike Championship, which is pretty cool because we get to see some different machinery, let's call it that, and we get to see some silly guys on silly bikes do some silly things. We've got half a bike in ours, well mainly just the engine, but the rest of it's mainly a car. So yeah, it's been going all right. It's beautiful weather, somewhat, kind of, out here, but how have I been going today? So practice today, out in 19th, not too happy. We had a lot of things to sort out with the car. Nothing really mechanical, just set up and drive, getting used to it and everything like that. We've also put brand new brakes through the whole thing. If you remember our brake problems that we had from last time, that's all fixed. But they've given us now a control pad. That means our front brake pads have to be what Aussie racing cars supply. We can't get our own brake pads and do our own thing. So it's a lot of getting used to in that sense of how they feel, adjusting to them. I'm used to one brake pad now, I've got to do another brake pad from that. Back brakes are still the same until they come out with a new brake pad for that. Qualifying was today as well. That was quite interesting. I did go faster, a lot faster in qualifying, so I was pretty happy with some setup changes to the car. We'll just work on that for the rest of the weekend. Ended up 16th. Main reason I came 16th is I just got balked in traffic. 32 cars entered this weekend. Such a small circuit, but such a filling circuit as well. So I was quite annoyed because I was going into the top 10. My lap times were saying, hey, you're in the top 10. And then I just got balked by a car on the last corner, which was a killer. I just watched the times just go, bleh. You're not going fast anymore. But I got enough to get into 16th. That's striking room, and I think that leaves me for seconds for the Masters Cup, so there's another thing I can go for as well. So finishing off the day, we're getting it all ready and all that type of stuff. Other than that, we're going out to a beautiful dinner courtesy of Shoreflight. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Everyone went in the plane trip on the way up here except for me. I had to drive the freaking car. I got the sponsorship and all my team gets a luxury experience. Please cut to that, Courtney. I want to see everyone to see what that's like. So it's going to be good. We've got 4 races over the weekend as per usual. 2 tomorrow, 2 on Sunday. It's going to be an absolute ripper. Day 2 was a pretty eventful day here with the Aussie racing cars, round 2 at Queensland Raceway. Race 1 kicked ass, went up from 16th all the way up to 10th. I was pretty happy with that. There were a few safety cars in there. It really shortened the race, but we're pretty happy. I thought I drove well and the car was quick. Everything was good. But then race 2 just didn't go my way. So they extended the race from a 12-lapper to an 18-lapper. So we had to put a different setup in there to suit. It wasn't the best, but it was still manageable. But we're having brake problems. So I get to the end of a long straight, put my foot on the brake, and nothing had happened. It just would go straight ahead. And I was able to pull it up a few times, but it was very intermittent. So every other corner worked absolutely perfect. That one just wouldn't work at all. So the last time I went straight ahead and yeah, ripped the front end off and finished up in 20 seconds, so I wasn't happy about that. I found that I think it was rocks getting in behind the brake pads that were jamming the brake assembly up, so every time I'd hit the brakes nothing had happened, all the rocks are getting in jammed. So we've gone through, we've serviced the whole brake system again, it feels working great, so we'll give it a go for race 3 today on day 3. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm so buggered. And yeah, we're going out to kick ass. Day 3, race 3 and 4, all done. I am absolutely exhausted. I've spent every single weekend for the last 5 weekends at a racetrack racing in some way, shape or form. And I can't wait for a holiday because in about 3 weeks we've got to go to Perth. Well, sooner. Got to have the car ready in a week to get on the truck over there. Race 3 started 22nd, obviously from our dramas in race 2, and yeah, it went from 22nd up to about 13th. We settled on. We were battling for that top 10 and settled on 13th, so I was pretty happy with that. Grabbed 9 spots. The car was going faster and faster. Put another setup in it again for the last race, and we went from a position that is I'm going to say it was 14th, but you guys can tell me wrong. 14th, and we got the way all up to 9th, and that's when the battle started happening. We set up our car to be really on the pace straight at the start of the race. Fortunately, those last 2 laps is when the car started to drop off, it started to lose pace, and that's when it started to drop behind. So real tough battling by the guys around me. It was really fair, really fun. Everyone was keeping their space and trying to outwit each other. So really what motor racing should be. So I've got a straight car for once. It's really nice. We've got a couple of problems to work out because we're still having brake issues in that last race. But look, it's looking good. I also got second in the Masters class because I'm over 35, believe it or not. So yeah, that's pretty good. So we should be on for a good Masters position at the end of the year. See what happens. But yeah, that's our wrap up from round 2. Perth next. Never been there. Really excited to be there. And yeah, stay posted.